All right, the rest of the exam we're dealing with geometry concepts, so I would hopefully encourage you to look over in detail a lot of these geometry formulas, and again you get to use this on the test, so what I'm looking for is that you are familiar enough and can use it to answer questions. Yep, okay. Alright, so our next question says if the radius of the circle doubles, how much does the area increase? Okay, so let's look at our area formula for a circle. It's pi r squared. Alright, so area is pi r squared, and let's compare that. So there's our old, this is our new. Let's actually double the radius and see what that compares to. So if I square 2r squared, I get 4r squared. Okay, and then just a clever rewrite, I get 4 pi r squared. Well, how does that compare with the original? Well, the area would be 4 times bigger. Number 16, a grain silo in the shape of a cylinder is 40 feet tall. So remind ourselves of what a cylinder looks like. It's 40 feet tall, has a radius of 13 feet. How many cubic feet of grain will the silo hold? Okay, so let's go look at our formula chart. And the air volume of a cylinder right there is pi r squared h. So volume is pi r squared h. So pi r in this case is 13 squared, and the height is 40. So then I just have to type that in a calculator. So 13 squared times 40. Okay, so, and I don't want to kind of help us understand that you should get 6,760 pi, but in context that someone asks you how many feet of grain or what's the volume of grain, and you throw away it's 6,000 pi. They're not going to know what you're talking about. So we want to hit the pi button, actually multiply that in. So 21,237.17 cubic feet of grain would be our final answer. Number 17, find the volume of a cube with a side 5 inches. Let's see, volume of a cube is L squared, or side length, L cubed. So volume would be 5 cubed, and that's just typing that in a calculator, so 125 cubic inches. Find the area of the triangle below. Right angles are assumed where it's reasonable in the picture. So what I'm trying to say with that is this little corner right here, even though I didn't label it as a right angle, it's reasonable to make that assumption. So going to our formula chart for area of a triangle, it's 1/2 base times height. Okay, so area is 1/2 base times height, and then according to our formula, the base and the height have to be a right angle. So we got a lot of numbers in this picture. Which numbers form the right angle here? And that 42 and the 76 are the ones that we're going to use. So 1/2 times 42 times 76 is 1596. Millimeters squared. Okay, convert 142.52 degrees into degree minutes seconds. Then it looks like we're going the other direction. Let me kind of show you, the only hint I'm giving you on this is that there are in a circle there's 360 degrees, and in 1 degree there's 60 minutes, and in 1 minute there are 60 seconds. So you just have to remember those conversion factors, and really just how to manipulate the numbers. So the 142.52. Okay, so the 142 is my degree part, but the question is, how many minutes are in 0.52 of a degree? So we want to remember that in 1 degree there are 60 minutes. So then I want to multiply those out. So I get 31.2 minutes, right? So as far as minutes go, there's 31 minutes, but now the question is, how many seconds are in 0.2 of a minute? Well, in 1 minute there are 60 seconds. So then I want to take the 0.2 times the 60, and that gives me 12 seconds. Okay, so the degree minute form of 142.52 would be 142 142 degrees, 31 minutes, 12 seconds. Okay, number 20, we're going the other direction. Well, this was a little bit easier to figure out. So there's 12 degrees, because now I want the decimal form of that. So then I want to really think about 6 minutes in, let's see, so there's 360. Okay, so I want to go minute to degree here. So there are, in 1 degree, there are 60 minutes. And so that will give me the degree form of that. And then in 54 seconds, okay, so there's let's see, so there's 60 seconds in 1 minute. And I want to keep going to that, get that in degrees. And so there are 60 minutes in 1 degree. So that's what I wanted to type into the calculator. So I got 12 plus 6 over 60 plus 54 over 60 times 60 is what I physically want to type in my calculator. And I should get 12.115. decimal degrees. Okay, so in this number 21 in this dog question, I am making an assumption that about knowing your direction. So we got north, east, south, and west. Okay, so we start at a point and they go 2 miles west, and then they run 3 miles north. And then they return to the starting point where they can cut diagonally across the park. Okay, so I'm going to move my 2 on the outside here, not a huge deal. So 2, 3, and then this mystery number here. And since they turned heading west to north, that it was a right angle. So let me go to our formula chart here. I am trying to get you to think of the Pythagorean theorem. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, So that's that diagonal length that they didn't tell me. So 2 squared plus 3 squared equals x squared. So if let's multiply that. So 4 plus 9 equals x squared. And then I want to know what x is, so that's the square root of 13. And let's put some decimal on that. It's me telling you that I need you to walk square root of 13 miles. That really wouldn't mean anything. So this is about 3.6 miles. Okay. Now the question is, what's their total distance? So it's not just the diagonal that I need to find, but I need to figure out what they walked into all together. So that would be adding up our three numbers. So they walked, let's see, 2 plus 5 plus 3, so 8.6 miles. It's perfectly fine. All right, the very last topic is about similar triangles. So we're told that there's two triangles that are similar to each other. So we'll call this A, B, and C. And this is A prime, B prime, C prime. Side A is 4, and side B is 9. Then over here, side A prime is 3. What is the length of B prime? All right. Okay. So the way similar triangles work is they're the ratios of their sides. So 4 over 9 is the same as 3 over B prime. So then I just want to cross multiply and divide. So 4B prime okay, so 4 times B prime equals 3 times 9. So then I want to divide both sides by 4. So 3 times 9 over 4, whatever that is. Okay, so 6.75 is the length of B prime.